It was November the 3rd, 2019, and this happened. Welcome back to this channel. This is the Future Doctor, where we break down the science behind sports injuries that shocks the world. Today, we are going to dive into one of the most harrowing injuries the sports field has ever seen on the pitch. Andre Gomes' injury, which was so horrific during the match between Everton and Tottenham at Goodison Park. In the 79th minute of the game, as Everton was pushing for an equalizer, Andre Gomes was brought down by Tottenham's Son Heung-min. What initially looked like a standard foul quickly turned into something far more serious. As Gomes tried to maintain his balance, his right foot planted awkwardly on the turf, causing a severe fractured dislocation of his ankle. Fractured dislocation is one of the most serious ankle injuries. Essentially, this means that not only did Gomes suffer a break in one or more bones of his ankle, but the joint itself was forced out of place, causing damage to the surrounding tissues. This type of injury requires immediate medical attention to prevent further complications, such as impaired blood flow or nerve damage. But what at all is fracture dislocation? A fractured dislocation of the ankle is a severe injury that involves both the breaking of bones and the displacement of the ankle joint. This injury typically occurs when there is a high impact trauma, such as a fall, car accident, or sports injury, just like Andre Gomes, where the forces are strong enough to break one or more of the bones in the ankle and simultaneously push the bones out of their normal alignment. The ankle is composed of 3 bones. First, we have the tibia, the shin bone which forms the inside part of the ankle, and the fibula, the smaller bone on the outside of the leg which forms part of the ankle. And the third bone that forms part of the ankle is the talus. That is the bone that sits above the heel bone and below the tibia and fibula, forming the lower part of the ankle joint. The joint is stabilized by ligament, which connects the bones together and allowed for controlled movement. In a fractured dislocation, the injury mechanism usually involves a twisting force where the foot is planted and the body rotates over it, or a direct blow that forces the bone out of alignment. For instance, in Andre Gomes' injury, he was tackled, and as his foot got caught on the ground, the rotational force on his ankle was enough to cause both a fracture and a dislocation. There are 2 types of ankle fracture dislocation. We have the open fracture dislocation. This occurs when the bone breaks and punctures through the skin. It is a surgical emergency because it carries a high risk of infection. Secondly, we have closed fracture dislocation. The bone is broken and dislocated, but the skin remains intact. This still requires urgent treatment, but does not carry the same immediate risk of infection as an open fracture. Let's get back to Andre Gomes' story. The scene was distressing for everyone involved. Son Heung-min was visibly distraught, realizing the severity of the injury. Even Tottenham's Serge Aurier, who inadvertently contributed to the injury during the follow-up, was seen praying on the pitch. Players from both teams frantically called for medical help, and the game was paused for nearly 8 minutes as Gomes received initial treatment on the field. Gomes was immediately rushed to the hospital, where he underwent surgery the next day to repair the damage. The surgery involved realigning the bones and stabilizing the joint, a crucial step to ensure that Gomes could eventually return to play. Thanks to the swift actions of the medical team and the successful surgery, Gomes began his long road to recovery. Remarkably, Andre Gomes made his return to football just 112 days after the injury, a testament to both his determination and advances in sports medicine. His recovery was closely monitored, and rehabilitation focused on regaining strength, flexibility, and confidence in his injured ankle. The injury Andre Gomes suffered is a stark reminder of the risk athletes take every time they step on the field. But it also highlights the resilience of the human body and the incredible progress in medical sciences that allows players to return to the field after such a devastating injury. Here at the Future Doctor, we will continue to explore these moments, breaking down the injuries and amazing recoveries that follow. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit the notification button so that you get updates on every video that we release. Thank you and see you in the next video.